So here I am again, doing one of two things, depending on your interpretation. One is how I like to see it myself, at least, which is trying to advise and help people spend a bit more efficiently, especially when it comes to new releases in the game. Or two, the second interpretation, which I get reminded about on at least a weekly basis from various people, is I'm manipulating you into spending a lot more money than you would otherwise want to on this game. And again, Yuzu, if you want to give me commission on these packs, I'll take just 1%. My Discord is the same as my channel name. Call me what? But anyway, we have had, again, the new UC Champions pack be seemingly added into a consistent rotation with the Summer Carnival Pack. I can't show it in store because I have full bought it, but I can show it here. It has currently been available for, I believe, 3 weeks in a row on Sundays, and today it has also been released on Tuesdays, so it might be Sunday, Tuesday. It's yet to be seen if it being installed today at the time of recording at least was a mistake, but even once a week is very significant because, as you can see, the full progression of this pack itself discounts itself, and it will be 900 black diamonds here for a total of 8,200 Reforge Ore and 35 legendary general tokens as the main things in this pack. And for what I feel like has been the second or third time now since I returned back to chronicling, this is, I believe, the best pack in the game, if it is in consistent scheduling in the store. I imagine most people would know that anyway, but I'm just going to show you the efficiencies of the general tokens and the Reforge Ore compared to other alternative packs to just sort of show you what I mean. So, I mean, over 8,000 Reforge Ore for less than 1,000 BD sounds incredible, and it is. It's definitely a huge amount of power creep when it comes to actually rolling weapons, and I would imagine you would start seeing a spike in a lot of people's base attacks because of this. So if we look at the efficiency sheets, you're going to want to be looking for Summer Carnival here. This is it compared to all the Reforge Ore options, and considering its self-discounting nature, it is basically the best Reforge Ore pack in the game, even over the first 2 tiers of Reforge Journey, unless you are discounting them by 50%. At that point, it's about the equivalent value of the second tier of this Reforge Journey pack with a honor token coupon applied to it. But you'll get that coupon applied to it by default from this pack either way. The final tier of the pack is ever so slightly more efficient than the first and the third tier. So if you do want the full efficiency of this, you will have to full buy the entire progression. That isn't entirely necessary though, because you can of course just buy it at intermittent stages and use the coupons elsewhere if you want, or just leave it if you're on obviously a smaller budget, which I imagine most people would be. And when it comes to F5 Awakening tokens, you will notice a similar trend that you see here with the equivalent value, in that the third and fourth tiers of this pack will give the legendary general tokens, and this first tier which gives that is the exact same efficiency as the first tier of commander specific awakening token packs with a 50% discount applied. And then again, the final tier of this pack is the exact same efficiency of the second tier of commander-specific awakening token packs with a 50% applied. So effectively, the full progression of this pack is simultaneously buying you F5 awakening tokens at peak efficiency compared to anything else in the game, and also Reforge Ore at peak efficiency compared to anything else in the game, both at once. So even if you just want one of these, it's still basically the best you're going to get, particularly given how it self-discounts itself, which just puts it at such a more convenient access point compared to the alternatives. But you'll also be getting the added bonus of the other thing in the pack as well. There is also some locking ore and epic tokens in the early stages as well, so it isn't just these two, but these are the main things, obviously. This pack honestly might be a bit of marketing genius in that I can see a lot of people buying it purely for the Reforge Ore. I know a lot of people have been waiting for an efficient way of buying Reforge Ore, and this is it. You would, I imagine, never get anything better than this on such a high volume at least. So even if you're just buying it for that, you will gradually have these F5 awakening tokens add up and up and up. And you may find yourself in a point where you just have enough F5 tokens to awaken one, and you may be more inclined to get the medals because of that. That might be part of the developers' thought processes behind this pack. It's obviously hugely high budget and won't apply to everyone, but even if a few people bite on that, that'll be a huge money maker, I'm sure. You'll also want to remember that the general tokens are significantly higher value than the commander specific ones, both because obviously you can use them on any commander rather than a specific commander. So if you change your mind or your plans change or whatever, you can adjust of that. But also, if you're buying the troop specific packs, you will often find yourself, from what I hear, overkilling the amount of tokens needed because you have to buy them in these specific amounts of 6, 10, and 16. With the general tokens, you can obviously say if you need just 3 tokens to 4-star it, you can just use those 3 general tokens and then have more general tokens to use elsewhere as well. If you're never, ever, ever going to gold an F5, you may also think about using these general tokens just on like epic token commanders if you still need to awaken them. I'm not sure I'd overly advise that because in time the F5 medals might be more freely handed out. I doubt they'll ever be given out to the point where you can gold them for free, obviously, but you may potentially have regrets if you go crazy with them. But it is something you can do to get instant improvement to your account right now, obviously. And yeah, that's about it. It's, once again, as I seem to be saying every few months at this point, the Summer Carnival Pack now is probably the best pack in the game. And if you want to improve your weapons, you want to awaken F5 commanders, or even just one, let alone both simultaneously, then this is realistically the pack you want to be looking for.